Next stage, a man looking for trouble. What can you see beyond the darkness?
When you look beyond the darkness, tell me, what do you see? It's your boy T-I-N-Y to the P. Yeah, he's looking for trouble here on twitch.tv with Crash or Jade or Spyro or Leon Kennedy. Is there a new game to start? Is he doing some art? Maybe knowledge of an 80s children's show to impart? Cause he's splendiferous, vigorous, rigorous. He's damn vociferous. When arting or Mario Karting, he's straight carnivorous. Tiny Peter. Tiny Peter.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
With a great rate of save states debating his fate, Peter's greeted by emotes of cheaters when people donate. Give him a or a and we'll build up the hype, and I'll struggle to read half the words that you type. So are you ready to go? Come on, what will it be? Are we gaming or painting or watching dated kids TV? Grab a bite, crack a sprite, dim the lights, sit tight, cause the stream's about to start and the mics sound right, boy. Tiny Peter. Tiny Peter.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Boy.
Welcome in, everyone. Hello. It's a
Welcome in, everyone.
Oh, I'm
Hello.
doubling up.
It's a
Hello.
time.
Oh, I'm
Hello.
doubling up. Can I triple
Hello.
up? Can I quadruple
Wait.
up? Can I triple
Hello.
up? Can I quadruple
Hello?
up? Can I triple up? Can I go to 5? Hello? Can I triple? Can I go to 5? That was about 5 there, I think, maybe 4 or 5. How's it going? That's an excellent start, I think. The start that you expect from everyone here at Team Triple Jump. Hello. How's it going, everyone? It's time for a live stream with me, Tiny Peter, and all of my Tiny Peter clones as well.
Here we go. It's Master Jedi Tiny Peter Rost in stream time. Hello TP. How are you? How was your weekend? Loved the new episode of Worst Games Ever. Hope you are having a fantastic day. TTJ Nerd Peter Slide.
TTJ Nerd Peter Slide. Thank you very much there to Stephen Skodes for the 100 bits. That's much appreciated. I indeed did have a very nice weekend. It's funny because I went to see my wife's family over the weekend. So you could say that I spent my weekend with the in-laws and now I'm spending Monday with Outlaws. Yeah? Anyone? Anyone at all? Please? I'm playing Star Wars Outlaws today. It's very exciting. I played a tiny little bit of this. Well, I played several hours of it last week. Probably maybe 3 or 4 hours, I think. And that is all I'd played up until we recorded our podcast, where I talked about the game a little bit, did a little review corner on it. But I've not played any since then because, as I say, that was just before we recorded the podcast, and then just after we recorded the podcast, I went away and I wasn't around with my PS5 to play it at home. So today is kind of my second time just sitting down, getting hands on with this game. So I'm very much looking forward to it. And what we will do is I'll start from the beginning. So for your benefit, I'll go back to the start. Even though I will just be replaying the thing I've just played initially, but that's how we do it here. I want you to be all caught up on what's going on, and more to the point, it's worth stating that this code was provided by Ubisoft, or a PR firm representing Ubisoft. So thank you very much for the code. And per ASA guidelines, we do actually have to say that this is a hashtag ad, even though no money has changed hands. We've not been paid to talk about the game or to to feature it or anything like that. They gave us a code. We said we'd do a review corner on it and give our honest opinions, and that we'd do a little live stream on it as well. And again, give our honest opinions. And my honest opinion is I'm really enjoying this game so far. And although unfortunately a few people have reported issues on their own copies, I have been lucky on this occasion to, I don't know how lucky because I don't know how many people are being affected, but certainly I feel fortunate to not have really had any problems with it at all so far, touch wood, so I'm having a great time. And frankly, it makes up for the fact that the last Star Wars game I had, or major Star Wars release, which was Jedi Survivor, that was an absolute flip show for me, crashing constantly when most other people weren't having really the same issues as I was. So I feel quite, not even smug, I feel like, justice has been served, that I've now got a major Star Wars release that isn't just breaking down constantly. So yeah, I'm very pleased about that. Thank you to Zilimp D Nabi or Nabi, who says, I thought this was an in-laws stream. Indeed, I said that a moment ago, but perhaps you've just arrived. Thank you very much for subscribing for 5 months. That's just over half a baby. Just over half a baby walrus. In fact, I don't know, have we done this before? We probably have, years ago. What is the gestation period for a walrus? 15 to 16 months. Wow. Goodness me, it takes about, not quite twice as long to cook a baby walrus as it does to, have a human bun in the oven, as it were. So, hey, maybe we should take away all of the little baby billies that people got for 9 months and push all the tiers up by a factor of 15 to 16 months. I don't know. 2-hour TP Googling stream. Hey, we could do that if you prefer. Just sit here and what is the gestation period for a bandicoot? It's about 11 days. 11 days? Hang on. Bandicoots are multi-estrous, meaning they breed several times during the year. Females can give birth to as many as 5 babies, but usually only 1 or 2 survive. Oh, sorry to bring the mood down. Their gestation period is very short, about 11 days, the shortest of any marsupial. God, Crash Bandicoot could have new babies every month, multiple times. Crikey. Well, interesting. If anyone else wants to know the gestation periods of any other creatures, just let me know and I will Google them for you throughout the stream. No, I probably won't do that. That would be a real faff. But there we go. That Peter double take just then. I was shocked by how short it takes to grow a bandicoot. Josh Shedji, thank you for subscribing via Prime for 31 months. Oh yeah, Star Wars time. I've also been really enjoying this game. Glad to hear it. That's great news. So, cool. Shall we do it? Shall we play the game? I think we should. Let me pull up the appropriate screen. Here it is. There it is. Fab. Star Wars Outlaws. Let me unmute it. All audio is unmuted. Your microphone is still muted. Well, this one isn't, fortunately. Otherwise, that would be really bad and unprofesh. Finalizing login with a Z. That's, I don't think you spell it with a Z in the UK. Welcome back to Ubisoft Connect, that Peter Austin. Maybe later. I'm alright for now. Star Wars Outlaws. We're in. There's Kay Vess and her little friend, Nyx. We're going to press X to start and hit new game. It may overwrite my current game, although it's not warned me that it will, so maybe it doesn't. But in any case, I don't mind if it does, because I've only put a few hours into this, so. So, here we go. Am I wrong to think they created Nyx the axolotl dog just for toy sales? I mean, it definitely was a contributing factor, I'm sure. It's interesting how all the logos are coming after pressing new game. That's quite nice. This game is very cinematic. Almost all of it is presented with widescreen bars like this.
Hungry?
And they've even added a film grain effect to the overall feed, the overall screen.
So, finally Zedek Besh is here.
And I believe they used sort of virtual camera properties that match the cameras that were used in the process of shooting the original films.
Some of the most powerful criminal organizations in the galaxy.
Or if not, they used similar
Crimson Dawn,
angles and stuff, in the actual cinematography process.
It's a golden age for the underworld. The Empire's little Death Star gets blown to pieces and the law is distracted by a rebellion that won't quit. It's an opportunity to make millions. But, to my surprise, one of you sends a spy into my own house.
Uh-oh.
When I thought we all could share this feast.
Enough, Spiro. I didn't come all this way to listen to lies while your Zedek Besh rats skim off our spice slates.
You know, my brother was heir to the family fortune. He's gone now.
Oh.
Do you remind
Did he have a terrible accident where he slipped off a cliff 3 times or something?
Even at dinner. If he'd finished his meal, he'd just take my plate. All I could do was watch him chew. Go hungry.
What is the point of this?
Fell off a Death Star. Yeah, he could have done.
Been done. Doesn't work.
Partners? Aren't you listening? I'm starving. It's time to eat.
So this guy's called 3 reps. They're not heads of criminal syndicates. They're just goons for a meeting, and then just killed them all. He's very much trying to send a message, I think, to the rest of the syndicates. 55 months is a long time. Hope you're well, TP, and everyone else. Thank you very much, Tide Off the Dan. 55 months is a long time.
Buddy. Just give me a minute.
You have about 4 walruses in that time.
This'll work, right?
We do love Nyx, even if we want to cynically agree that he was designed partly with merch in mind, just like the Porgs were, just like, Babu Frick was. Thank Farrick, that's a swear word, so mods, if you could please ban K from the chat for that language. We don't accept that here. You can say Carabast, though. Oh, it's all in Arabesh. Where's the money? Kay, we had a deal. Getting the police to drop the case wasn't cheap, but you've shown nothing for it. I've checked with every fence in the workers' district, but they say you've got nothing but debts. Well, it's time to pay them, or things will get messy. You've got 3 days. Sneem. Good name. Yeah, BB-8, Porgs, Baby Yoda, Count Dooku. Yeah, Baby Yoda, I forgot about. I knew there was another one that I was missing. I was like, there's something else that was made for merch. What was it? It was Grogu. Definitely. Oh.
Ugh, we need some real food.
A Wichity grub. Or a just one row of false teeth, perhaps. Little Pitroid head there, sitting in that box. Right. What else have we got?
Police scanner's quiet tonight. Hope it stays that way.
So here we are. We play K-Vess.
I've practiced enough. Time for the real thing.
And we are a sort of a lone wolf criminal scoundrel. We do jobs for people to earn money. Awesome gonk droids here. The first thing I'll say about this game is there is so much detail, especially, if you're a Star Wars fan, you'll get more out of it. But there's so much to look at, as you'll see when we get out into the street. I'm I'm not trying to start a nerd fight by mentioning this during a Star Wars stream, but have you guys done an every Star Trek game ranked list? Star Trek has fans that use the internet and would watch, says Boring Loner. We haven't done one, but not for any, we're not anti-Star Trek. And I'm sure there probably are certainly enough games to warrant doing one. Generally, to do a ranked list, we prefer to do series that are going to have, at least a dozen titles, if not double that. We have done some where it is only just over 10 entries, but normally we like to aim for something that has 20 to 30, but probably are enough Star Trek games to do that. We've got a Mon Calamari there. It's a trap. They love it when you say that, all of them. They don't find it reductive or racist or anything.
Don't know the crew, don't like it. If you change your mind, let me know.
Simon the Auction was subscribed via Prime for 25 months. Thank you very much, Simon. A man after my own county.
No. But this is...
My data spike.
Yeah. And it's broken. Some scrap rat was selling it in the square. Says he found it in Sixth Kin turf.
And now you're gonna say messing with the Sixth Kin is a bad idea.
It's gonna get you killed.
That's another way of putting it.
You've got no crew, Kay. And you keep going it alone with high-risk scores that just go sideways.
You want it done right? You do it yourself.
I get it. You've hit some bad luck.
Bad luck? I'm out of marks, I'm broke, and I live in an attic.
Why don't you stick around the Broken Hoof tonight? Fix yourself some dinner. Let me set you up with something small, an easy hustle.
Or you could just give me that job on your pad there.
Nice try.
Then I got plans.
Take some credits. For the data spike.
I'm good.
She won't take handouts, she won't take charity.
Put it towards your rent.
I said I'm good, Bram.
But thank you. I'm good, thank you, Bram. Clearly wasn't raised with any manners. So, as you may be able to tell based on... I guess this sport takes place in other places too. But we are currently on that planet, what was in The Last Jedi. Flipping Optimus Prime or whatever it was called. You know the one. Where they do the dog llama racing. And there's a casino up there with really rich people. The Gambler Planet, that's it. Sports coverage seems a bit pointless if you can't see the track to see how much is left. I guess so, but you can see who's in the lead.
Steal the forged identity cards from their safe. With any luck, we'll get us on a shuttle to the core worlds.
So immediately we'll go off the beaten track, and hey, look, there are rats here. They play dead. You see that one? And then they run away. I like it. And you can you can sort of scavenge bits. These are some. There's police here you have to watch out for. These are not womp rats. People see these, and they've been in various Star Wars movies, and because they appear in Tatooine, people assume they're womp rats, but they're not. They're called scuttlers or scurriers. Womp rats only appeared in live action for the first time in the most recent season of The Mandalorian.
Don't worry, buddy. You're still my favorite.
But you can pet the scurriers. Oh, what's this? Oh, you can just sit, but I don't think anything happens if memory serves. So, as we'll learn, this isn't an example of it, but you can send Nix through doors like that, or, up little vents and to do all sorts of cool things. Nix is a very, very important tool in this game. What's going on in here? There's some people chatting. Herodian. He's got that metallic Greedo voice. I like it. As a droid. It's lovely to be in a living, breathing Star Wars world, and I'm glad that they've populated it with recognizable races, because that's something I really didn't like about the sequel trilogy. I think in the third one, in Rise of Skywalker, they maybe included some more recognizable races, but Unless it was returning characters like Admiral Akbar, they hardly did any,
Hey, you don't know.
or Chewbacca.
I only ever seen one of him anywhere.
They hardly did any recognizable Star Wars races in the sequels, which I understand it's a big old universe or a galaxy far, far away, and of course you want to see some new stuff, and you want the sort of the diversity. I like the fact that this guy, who I guess is begging, seems to have what might be some kind of digital. Maybe it's just a cup of liquid, but it's like, oh yeah, I think it is a cup of liquid. It looked like it had a light on the front. Oh yeah, it does. Does it? Looks like it does. But the first time I saw him, I was like, oh yeah, because I mean, in a world where there's probably not so much actual physical currency, you need to be able to tap for if you're on the street, But I guess there is physical currency in Star Wars. We saw some just now at the bar, actually, and you do see it in the TV shows and things. But there we go. A weak glow rod. If you've got a weak glow rod, it's all right. Don't worry. There are things that can be done, and it happens to a lot of people. Don't stress about it.
Merchants are out for the Kanto Cup.
Kanto, that's it. Kanto Bite. I was close. Optimus Prime is basically the same thing. What's this guy want to say?
Hey, Nafis, kinda busy.
Just hear me out. I got an opening on my Dr. Scrubber team. Sometimes the droid gets stuck, and I could sure use a good crawler. It's tough work, but it's honest.
Sorry, I got plans.
Yeah, you always got plans, Kay.
Considering the sequel trilogy is just copy the major set pieces from the original trilogy, I think I'd welcome new species in the galaxy. No, I totally agree, and that is why I did say it is nice to see new stuff. I did want to see new species from the, in the sequel trilogy. Absolutely, it wouldn't have been right if it was just a do-over, which certainly the first film was. The Force Awakens was very much a rinse and repeat of the original trilogy, but I also think it is important to try and tie them together just for consistency. I'm not saying I wanted to see characters returning, Greedo or, even Admiral Akbar. I wouldn't have minded if he'd never come back. I'm not saying that's what I wanted to see, but I do think it's important to have just the odd Rodian or Twi'lek or, any of that. Just throw them into the odd crowd, here and there. And yeah, statistically, maybe it's improbable. Maybe you would just constantly see new faces and new races everywhere you go. But given that humans are clearly all over the galaxy, why wouldn't there also be a fair few Twi'leks and Rodians and other things? So you might wonder why I'm messing around scavenging parts when clearly there's a bit of a story to be getting on with here, but as you'll learn, we do actually need some bits almost as soon as we've done this next bit of story. So anyway, that'll do it for now, and we'll go and chat to this Weequay. That's what his race is.
Come on, I just need my data spike fixed. Because the forged identicards in that vault are the only way I get off this planet. I'm done with Kanto. Good. Only options I got here are sixth kin or prison. At least someone like me has a shot at a decent score. Maybe even see the core worlds. Preben, you help me one last time, and we never talk again.
Did he just say Anakin? Anakin. He didn't. Don't worry. That would be weird.
Let's get some credits. I won't get anywhere with Preben without credits.
Just wanted to look at that protocol droid in there, but don't worry about it. So I've been gathering bits and bobs. Here's some more. And we can take them down to the shop here and sell them. Flip and sell it.
Something catch your eye?
Sell all. Hang on. Sell all valuables. What I like about this game actually is it says there's a little mark there. If you see where it says "safe to sell," which, in fact, actually I don't, because I've not played enough of this game. Certainly, it says this item has no use at the top of stuff, which is good to know. So you know, it just exists to make money from it. You don't need to think, oh, should I keep this for crafting or, you know, whatever. So that's good to know. Although I imagine that the safe to sell, the separate line that says safe to sell, might refer to the fact that you can steal if you acquire stuff while you're like on other people's territory. It's, you know, it's stolen goods. And I imagine I'm going to have to like fence it off to specific people, or, you know, I might get in trouble if I sell something that, say, belongs to the Pike Syndicate. You know, if I try and sell that to someone else. Look at this cool thing. It's like a little TIE fighter, but it's obviously not a TIE fighter. A little mini one for cruising around in. So, look at that. Just gather a few more bits. I think I might have already made enough to get what I need, but okay. Let's see. Do I have enough money now? Oh no, I don't. Oh, it says it up there. Acquire credits to pay Preben, 75. Okay. Continue to do a little search. Ah, so here, can I send? Yeah, fetch.
That looks nice, huh, Nix?
Will he get it? Yes, he did. Good, that innit? I think he went through
Good boy.
He went through a hole. So now I've got the thing.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, that was credits. Good. Well, there you go.
Hey, you want a little scratch, Nix?
Can I pet the Nix? I'm sure I can, although he's... Oh yeah, there we go. He's lovely. Oh, I'm in the floor. Right, we've got exactly enough.
Okay, Preben, I have the credits.
Got media says
Alright.
Huttese and whatever English is in Star Wars. I believe it's called Basic in Star Wars. Seems to be similar in that those two were able to understand each other despite speaking different languages, unless they have a Babel fish in their brains. I think they just know the language. I think it's that common that a lot of people are bilingual with Basic and Huttese. Oh, can I override this lock? Oh, this is the lockpicking mechanic. So I'm doing nothing at the moment. This is just what we're presented with. And you see that light just going blimp, blimp. All you have to do is press R2 in the rhythm of the blimp blimp, and press it however many times is required. Just, you know, rob this man right in front of him, but that's fine. And obviously harder locks will have, it won't just be a constant rhythm, like that noise that's happening on the space station right now. Have you heard about that? There's just a weird sonar pulse coming out of the speaker and up in space, and they don't know what it is. Probably just a fault, or maybe an alien. No, probably not. So yeah, that was a very rhythmic pulse, that one there, but you can end it with quite complex locks that are like, you know, dun 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 dun, and you know, you just have to listen out, work out what the rhythm is, and you have to be fairly precise, which is good. But you know, you're not like breaking lockpicks and stuff, which is nice. It's not like playing a Bethesda RPG where you can find yourself out of picks or bobby pins, Robert pins, if you don't know him like that. If it's more of a formal relationship you have with Robert. So we now need to find a way into Club Tarsus. The club is over here. You will find me in the club.
You wouldn't believe the junk they just throw away. I found 2 perfectly good converters in the alley behind the club.
You know that's 6th kin territory.
Yeah, well, they chased me out of there. Dropped my credit clip, too. I have to get it later. Gotta give him a chance to cool off first.
Oh, he dropped his credit clip. Maybe I can find his credit clip. This game also features arcade machines.
Check this out.
Which is just a fun little extra bit of world building. Oh, I've got insufficient funds. I'm not actually allowed to play the arcade game. Spent all my pennies. That's fine. We're not gonna waste time with that now anyway. I didn't want to play anyway. You know, who cares? Pup George, 32 months. That's 3 years and a bit. Or in Star Wars time, no idea. What do you think I am? Some kind of nerd? Yeah. Right, so I'm not allowed in. My name ain't on the list.
You're not getting in, Kay. Club's already got enough rats.
Really funny.
Womp rats.
Come on, Nix. We'll find our own way in.
But we do know there's an alley behind the club with someone's credit clip lying around in it. I do know one way in, which is in there. I'm just wondering if... Because something I have discovered in this game is that there are situations where you can very much play your own way. Oh, there we go. That might have been that guy's credit clip, possibly. Yeah, I don't want to quite go as far as to say it's just like Dishonored, but there was a bit where I was like, I could see one way to get in where I had to, you know, I could have like spoken to this guy. I don't mean to get into the club, I mean somewhere else. Later in the game, I had to do, okay, I was just looking for stuff, but I'll just go and do what I'm supposed to do now. I was trying to do something or get somewhere, I can't quite remember exactly what I was doing, but one solution that was presented to me was speak to this man and pay him and he will help you. It's to go and see the first sort of syndicate boss who we'll probably see on today's stream. There's a man who says, I can get you in, just pay me a few credits and I'll give you this pass or invite or something to get into his room. But it turns out there was another way to sort of clamber around and get in there just by doing a bit of exploration. So, and I remember thinking while I was playing it, I was like, oh yeah, this reminds me of, you know, blinking up onto balconies in Dishonored and doing things that way rather than, you know, paying the guy or fighting someone or, you know. Not that Dishonored is the only game in the world that lets you do things your own way. It's in fact, it's quite a common trope in a lot of games nowadays, but yeah. It just, for some reason, in that moment, it kind of reminded me of climbing balconies in Dishonored to get past an alternative thing that had been presented to me that I didn't want to do, you know.
Just like I taught you.
Right, we're going to ask Nix to hop through the window. Do that. Timmy Whiff has gifted a sub to Quantum P1. That's Timmy Whiff's 31st gift to the community now. Thank you very much indeed, Timmy Whiff. And also Mills Derp has subscribed for 64 months now, getting close to the weed number, they say. Indeed, you're right, 69 is the weed number. And we love it for that. These are the bogs in the back of the club. It's the best way to get into a club, through the fire door at the toilets. No, don't do that. Don't mess with fire doors. I need to be a good influence, don't I? So, we're in. And I sure hope this ain't copyrighted music. This is the sound of the summer in all the clubs in Newcastle, so we might get in trouble with Twitch for playing this. Round here is, I think that's the front door. Oh look, you can hand in your coat. Right, I can do a light jog. It's one of those moments in games where it's making me walk. Was there a notable character called Tarsus in Star Wars, or am I mistaken? Not that I know of, but I'm only really familiar with the visual media rather than the books or comics. I mean, I guess comics are visual in a sense. Well, so are books. You have to look at them, don't you? But yeah, I'm only really familiar with the movies and the TV shows. Okay, I need a Club Tarsus keycard to get in there.
Boss is complaining that cryopeds are getting into her office.
Yeah, they're getting in through the vents. I was going to clear them out, but I lost my key card.
I'll help you find it after another round.
I lost my keycard. So again, it might be that there's a keycard lying around somewhere and I can just get in through that door that I just went past, because I do know one way we can get to where we want to be, which does not involve going through that door.
What can I get you? A way into your boss's office? I owe Gwen some money. Want to make sure she gets it. Not gonna happen. Pharrell's on duty tonight, and no one's getting past him. Ugh, he's a real sleemo, huh?
Whoa, rude.
Yeah, he only cares about two things. Easy money and fast speeders. Just bought himself a brand new T-85.
Whoa, Nix.
Let me guess. Won't shut up about it?
Nix just go and steal something. That's why they call him Nix, because he nicks
Not gonna
stuff.
get you a drink? Nah, think I got what I needed. Thanks.
Forgotten Media says, I hope this club sells jury juice. Yeah, that would be good. Give me a jury juice. You're a drink, sir? That is a...
11.
Oh, it's counting. It's getting close. That is a reference, of course, to the Phantom Menace PS1 game, where you can buy drinks in a bar and give them to people. Look at this guy with his robes. The Jedi. It's not a Jedi. This is set just after the... here we go.
So, I'm Kay, and you're gonna let me through.
Not how I would approach it. That wouldn't be my opening line.
Oh, my friend Preben put me on the list.
Preben should have paid more.
I can't bribe. I've got no money. I need 100 credits. But I can bluff. What was I saying? Yeah, this is set after... it's between... somewhere in the middle. It's adjacent to The Empire Strikes Back. I think it's after A New Hope, but before Empire. I think that's when it's set. So the first Death Star has been blown up, and there is chaos in the galaxy.
You know anybody who owns a T-85?
Yeah, that's my ride.
Nice speeder. Some scrub rats are outside trying to jack it.
What? Get out of my way. No one scraps my Jobin. I just got it modded.
This alien cantina doesn't have a fire exit. Enjoy your death trap, aliens. You got it to me with. So I've now made that man move, which is good, but I'm just curious whether... Some credits there. I just wonder if there's another way, but... hey, it doesn't matter. Nah, it's good. I like how the... I mean, I like and don't like, because this is not a good thing to exist in any universe, but I like, in inverted commas, how there's sort of racial stereotyping in this. In that, like, what are they called? Don't tell me. What's Bosk? What's that? Oh, I'm really... my Star Wars knowledge is failing me today. What race are those lizard men? The one who was the bouncer. They hunt Wookiees. Lizard, says Clumboli. Yeah, that's right. So I like that, you know, you get quite a lot of rough and tough characters in this game, even just in the few hours that I've played it. Oh, see, there is a vent that I could have clearly come through, which is interesting. Trandoshans, that's the one. Thank you very much, Boring Loner and Tide Author Dan. Yeah, the Trandoshans, you know, you'll see a lot of Trandoshan bouncers, and similarly, like Weakways as well. They're normally quite rough and tough guys, and you know, you do, from from the limited gameplay time I've had with this so far, I've noticed a little bit of kind of, oh yeah, this race does this thing in this universe, which is in and of itself not a good thing to sort of assign stereotypes and job roles to specific races. Oh, hang on. There we go. But it's at least true to a living, breathing, flawed universe. So it's kind of an interesting thing to have included. Right, we can shoot now. Oh, that's a good start. That man's stuck in the door. After I said I've had no issues with this game whatsoever. I kind of asked for it, didn't I? So we can send Nix to go and do stuff during combat. He's robbing this man while he was distracted. He brought me a back to tank, but I can also tell him to actually attack him. So he distracts him like that. I feel real sorry for this man. That's bad news. I guess this door is probably locked now, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, poor guy. Oh well. We'll go out this door.
Okay, we gotta get out of here.
I'm very disappointed in myself for forgetting the word Trandoshan. I'm not, I mean, I have at least pulled out a few other somewhat nerdy bits of knowledge and nerdy references that I feel,
Wasn't supposed to go down this way.
On balance, I've saved face for having my Star Wars knowledge, but forgetting the words Canto Bight and Trandoshan, it's not a good look. You can jump in this game with X. Some games you can't actually jump in these third-person action games, which is, they sort of just tie it to climbable objects like that rather than let you just jump at will. But yes, you can. And as you saw earlier, there's all manner of bits of traversal and yellow paint, which I think you can turn off in this game if you want to, which is a good thing. Right, so attack. We're about to be taught the stun feature on our gun as well, which is a joy. Although people do hear it if they're nearby, so if you're trying to be stealthy, you still have to kind of make sure you're...
Okay, Nix. Let's try to stun them.
I'm not stunning this man. I'm going to whack him. I'm going to save my stun for the other guys who are down here. There we go. Got him. So if I tell him to attack...
All right, Nix. Go get him.
You can distract them long enough for me to come and
Really
execute.
buddy.
So there we go. Done a few quiet kills there, which is good. What's under here? Oh, nice speeder. Oh, hello. You seen me? So there's a recharge. It's actually just behind. It's just there. That tiny little bit of blue you can see on the edge of my border is a circular recharge thing filling up for my stun setting on my gun. Set to stun. Okay, and it has now just refilled. So yeah, when it charges up, we can use it again. And I imagine there'll be upgrades I can get that will reduce the cooldown on that. As I say, there's only so much of this game I've played so far, so I'm still learning. We're learning together. It's what's happening.
What are we gonna do, Nix? I never counted on getting caught.
Get in the vents, which are big enough to fit a K. Fortunately, if they were any smaller, that wouldn't happen. Nix is on my back. He's a good boy. So yeah, we weren't banking on being spotted, of course.
Okay, we got the identity card. safe there. We lay low for a while.
Oh, look at that. There's a walker wandering along there with a crane on it. That's cool. Didn't spot that when I first played this section. Do a slide. It's just like Uncharted. By the way, we've released a video on the channel over the weekend, or on Friday it was, I think, which was all about how this game may or may not be some kind of spiritual successor, if you can be a spiritual successor to a game that never came out, to Star Wars 1313, the game that was so tragically cancelled when Disney purchased Star Wars. 1313 was in progress with by LucasArts, and then even after that was cancelled under EA, Ragtag, which was just a code name, was begun at Visceral, and Amy Hennig, who is of course famous for Uncharted, and then that also ended up going the way of the dodo when Visceral was shut down. So we've done a whole history of
the cantina. It's the only place we'll be safe.
Of a couple of cancelled Star Wars projects that seem to share certain amounts of DNA with Outlaws, and we're kind of looking into, is Outlaws some kind of follow-up to those projects? That's where I need to go right now. But as we know, in video games, you shouldn't necessarily go where you need to go. You should go everywhere else but that place. But I'm not wandering into town, so let's go where we need to go. So you're saying this could be 1414? It could be.
That's a conversation.
That video has a particularly good voiceover. Voiceover artist, says Boring Loner. You're right. He sounds very handsome and tiny. The guy who voiced that one. So hey, if you want to, you can go and watch that video. It's been posted in the chat by Trialing Badger. So perhaps open it in a tab and watch it later, or stick it on your watch later playlist on YouTube if you use that. I use that all the time. I only started doing it about a year ago, but it's really handy because the moment you see a video where you're like, oh, that actually looks quite interesting, but I'm kind of in a rush now, or I don't really have time to watch a half-hour thing, stick it on your watch later, and then when you get a moment, check your watch later list, and there's a whole bunch of stuff on there that you want to watch. Like a little curated playlist.
I told you, Kay. 6 kin will have your head.
I use it and then forget to check it, says C. Bennett. Yeah.
You say nothing. You do nothing.
Shame you didn't get a Star Wars Underworld. I'd never heard of it before you said it in the video. Star Wars Underworld is a really interesting part of that story, actually. If any of you are unaware of Star Wars Underworld, which is a cancelled TV show that has actual test footage shot, live-action Star Wars show that was conceived before Clone Wars even came out, like way back when it was under George Lucas, before it had been sold to Disney. A live-action show, test footage was shot of people wandering around the Coruscant underbelly. You can go and watch that video that is in the chat right now, and you can see little bits and bobs of behind-the-scenes footage of Star Wars Underworld. A really interesting, cancelled bit of Star Wars history.
Not here. Liar.
Pup George says, I didn't know that was a thing. Hate losing videos on YouTube. Yeah, there's a little button on...
I'll help you find her.
Even before you click into the video, you can hover over the thumbnail of a video you can see in your recommended, and a little clock symbol comes up, I think. And you can click on that and say add to watch later. Or you can do it when you open a video up on the main player. And you can add it from there. You just add it to a playlist the same way you would add it to any other kind of playlist on YouTube. It works that way too. So
Bram,
It's nothing.
your leg.
It's nothing.
I have stuff there that's been there for months as well, Forgotten Media, but it's quite good that in a way, because, you know, those are the kind of things that you would just lose forever if you hadn't watched them yet.
It's what you want, right?
So I'm sort of talking over the top of this emotional cutscene. So he's protected us, and he's saying, all right, take this big job that I didn't really want to give you. I didn't want to put you at risk, but
Come back.
No. You won't.
You're in big trouble now on this planet. You need to just do this job and get yourself somewhere else. He took a shot in the leg for us there. At least this daddy figure didn't die. I know for a minute I thought when they shot him in the leg.
Spins all over the place. We can't let them see us, Nix.
Thought, oh no, that's potentially, you know.
So it's true?
Thought he might not make it, but it was just a flesh wound, seemingly.
I don't know. I mean, I heard she has that place above the cantina.
You see her, you come straight to us.
Okay, here we go. So, we've been given details for the big job. I do love a game with a nice bit of traversal, and we've got a hook as well. Swang. There's that walker again. I can't believe I've not noticed that until now. Seen it twice. Down we go. So we're sneaking around these baddies who are looking for us. If Ashton was playing, Bram would have died. He would. And maybe at Ashton's hands, by accident. He's up, man. He can't breathe.
Okay, open up. You wanna live? Tell us where she is. Elphys knows you sold her the plans.
People are being interrogated. Can I send... Can I send Nix just to, like, cause some trouble over there? No, I can't. Right, let's go start this big job.
I guess I'm not the only one who needs to get off of Kanto. Okay.
Oh yeah, they're interrogating Preben now, the one who helped us with our data stick thing. Our USB drive. So basically all the people who have helped us today, we've caused them a load of grief. So yeah, we really should get off this planet, I think. So here we are. These are the people who want us to help. Grappling hook makes any game 12% better, says Chip Thompson's Thumbs. I agree. At least 12%. You'll see that this game is just occasionally a little bit framey, and as far as I've seen so far, it's mainly just in... Well, I've only seen it in cutscenes. Which is a shame, because it's already on performance mode. There we go, the Kanto Bite dog race.
You're not from here. Who's the mark?
The boss named Slero. Runs a syndicate called Zarek Besh. They're new, they're rich, and rumor has it they've got the underworld scared.
Which means security.
Enough. But a fortune for us if you can get to his vault.
So yeah, performance isn't 100%. Unfortunately, it doesn't run quite as smoothly as I'd like it to. But other than that, I've not really had any problems. And also, the notion that this character is like looks bad either graphically, because people have said, you know, there's like a screenshot going around where her features are a bit pinched, and you know, someone's taken the worst possible frame of her animation, and they're sharing that around. So, you know, sort of graphically, people are saying she doesn't look good, and also people are saying that she's ugly, which I don't know I don't know what they're seeing, because you know, it's not relevant to whether it makes a good character for a start. Let's get that out of the way. We don't need games where all of the protagonists are super hot men and women. But even if we did, I think they're just wrong. I think she's, you know, not by any definition an unattractive lady. So I think some people are just angry about this game and just don't want it to do well for some reason. You get that with any big release these days. There's always a certain sect of people who don't want games to do well, and they will do anything in their power to say, hey, look at this terrible thing that's... I mean, at least pick the... If I saw people saying, hey, this game, the cutscenes don't run very smoothly on PS5, and I assume maybe on Xbox Series as well, you know, go off. Absolutely go off. That's a perfectly reasonable thing to say, especially given that it's already in performance mode. I dread to think how bad it is in quality mode or whatever it's called.
I see a tower up ahead. Could Might be my way in.
But the idea that the protagonist looks bad and that, you know, heaven forbid we even think about the fact that she's a woman full stop. I mean, who chose to have a lady hero in Star Wars? You know, flipping... I liked old Star Wars where, you know, it had Carrie Fisher in it. Thank God, known man Carrie Fisher was one of the big heroes in the original trilogy. Those were the good old days when it was just men, you know? Really miss those times.
It's his own personal criminal empire. Other than that, nobody knows anything about him. You sure know how to pick a mark. If you want to get rich, you have to go where the money is.
Whisper, Peter, it's because it's a lady and the internet hates women. Indeed. Some of the internet... I mean, you guys are part of the internet, and I don't think you hate women, which is great. But yeah, some of the internet hate women. Oops, I pressed it. Well, I think I did. Dunno. Anyway, thank God K Vess has died. Am I right? She sucks. Right, here we go. Maybe I'm not supposed to jump that one. I think I'm just supposed to do it from the edge. I think I definitely pressed it that time. I think I just do it from here. Yeah, there we go. I was getting a bit overexcited doing it with a jump that I didn't need to do. That was user error. There have never been any women in any video game before they forced the woke agenda on us. You're right, Lord Brotovich. Again, back in the heady days when we were able to play good games like Tomb Raider and Metroid, you know, when the men ruled. When we weren't woke and we were all sound asleep in
We wanted a shot at the Biggs course. This is it.
In a nice safe world.
Starting the fireworks.
I certainly don't hate women, says Insomnia Aaron. No, I'm sure you don't, and I don't think anyone in this chat does, fortunately. It's one of those loud minorities out there, unfortunately, who make things difficult for us. I fell off a cliff and died a little earlier, and it respawned me in a room that could only be opened from the outside, so that was fun. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah. Not a patch on Allura, though, I'm sure, says Trailing Badger. Yeah, you know. There are some hot women out there in video games. I like this little thing as well, which is that technically the Ubisoft Eagle Vision in this game is Nyx's animal senses. It's just a nice way of... I mean, I still don't understand how that information is being conveyed to Kay, but, you know, it's still a nice idea that, like, Kay doesn't have super senses, whereas in a lot of video games these days, especially Ubisoft ones, for some reason people can just hear... They can see people through walls by listening, you know? Oh. He saw something. He may have seen the body, actually. Check the bodies. That a-hole is still twitching. We're going to try and maintain some stealth here. Get him, Nyx. Some long grass. My stun gun is just about charged. Maybe we should... I mean, I do really like that the game is quite sort of cinematic in its presentation, but maybe just for streaming purposes, given that we've got my face cam and we've got the bar along the top, it might actually just look better for you guys if we do set it to fill screen. Oh, okay. As in, we will fill the screen if you set it. I thought it was a typo on full screen. Yeah. More screen for our buck, I think, might be the way to go here. So there is someone over there having a little sniff around. Okay, they're distracted for now. See anyone, Nix? You hear anyone? Yeah, they're over there. Oh, what have they seen a body? That's fine. If they've seen a body, I thought they might have seen me. I don't want that. Keep going. You go down and check it. Check whether the body is still twitching.
See something?
Or streaming on YouTube, whatever its platform of choice is. That body can choose Twitch if it so pleases, but hey.
Denyon?
Right, I'm in, quietly.
It's the most direct way to Sliro's vault.
Right. Got it. Phil of the Screen family. Yeah, Phil Screen. Philip Screen. So here we are. In a lovely, opulent... Oh, look at that bonket. What a nice bonket. I do like a bonket. Like a small bonk. You know, if you've only got 10 minutes. just have a bonket.
Okay, energy barrier. Has to be getting power from somewhere.
Okay. And Nix can smell wires, apparently. There we go. It's getting energy from through there. Okay. It's fine.
What is it with rich guys and old ships?
Yeah, he's got a little model ship. When I first saw this, I was like, should I know what that is? Like, that's clearly been placed there for a reason. And I thought, is that from something? But the reason it's there is it's the main ship from the game, as we'll see later on. So I thought that's there. That's prominent. That's meant to be something. Is it an Easter egg for fans? But no, it's like, hey, here's a look at a little ship, and remember it because you'll see it later a lot for the remainder of the game. One thing that would be a nice little touch would be if you could maybe like read Arabesh, if it maybe did a little Google Lens thing where perhaps if you looked at text it translated for your eyes, because it obviously does that when you pick up notes and things, but just the in-universe text, it would be great if you could read it. Now you can, I mean, Arabesh is readable. It's one of those fictional languages where the letters have just literally been swapped, so you can transcribe that into the exact what do you call it? The Roman alphabet, is it, that we use? We use Arabic numerals, but the Latin alphabet, is it? Whatever it is. But yeah, you can translate it into the... No, it's Greek, because it's... No, it's not Greek. It's named after the Greek, Alpha Beta, but they look different. Latin, says Trialing Badger. And you would know. History buff. Professional history person.
Blaster burns. What happened in here?
We know what happened in here. We saw it. Someone did a spit on the floor, and then some people got shot. Yeah, it would be nice if you just looked at the Arabesh and it turned into Latin alphabet and you could read what it said. But yeah, whatever.
We gotta avoid him, Nix.
So you can get a camera to look at Nix.
Nix, need a distraction.
And it will stare at him, and it will close its circle of view as well. He's playing dead. But it doesn't trigger the alarm. I guess the camera thinks, oh, a rat got in or something.
And of course it's got a barrier.
It won't make it past the front gate.
Has anybody sent a message to Sliro?
Trust me, he knows.
Right, I think they're both going to wander upstairs. So you can't read Arabesh yourself, Peter? Call yourself a fan? Yeah, I wish I could. That would be the next nerdy thing for me to do, would be to learn to read Star Wars text. Is this man going to see the body now? Oh, I can just... They're up here. Imagine if the camera just followed him back to you. Yeah, that wouldn't be ideal. Right. So we're going around. Can you hide bodies in the game? I mean, says Gookie Band. Actually, I don't know. I've not tried to. I don't think I've ever seen the prompt to pick up a body, so I don't think so. But not really sort of looked to see if that's possible. And you know, even if I establish that no, I can't do that at the moment, I guess it could be some kind of unlockable ability. Probably not. I think if that was going to be a game mechanic, it would just be available from the start. No one trains up the ability to be able to move a body. I suppose you have to train to be able to lift a body to an extent, but yikes! Is he coming? Is he coming here? Distract.
Showtime, Nix.
Oh, okay, never mind. Nix is over there playing dead. I didn't think that guy would be coming this way. I didn't realise this was an openable door. Right. Let's have a listen, Nix. There are some people in here. I know there are. Right, there's one person there. Stun gun is working. She saw me, but she's down. I think there are more people though. I mean, I'd be very surprised if I couldn't in some way improve my... Let's see if I can move this body. I don't think I can. No. Oh, you can weep and distract people. It's very Metal Gear Solid. What was that noise? And so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm sure one thing I'll be able to upgrade as an ability... Ooh.
This thing is worth more than Bram's Cantina.
Wow. I'm sure one thing I'll be able to upgrade is my listening out for things ability, my eagle vision. Where's this go? There are definitely, like, everywhere you go, there are multiple ways to kind of sneak around, and you know there are events to do, and there are different ways around people, and as we saw in the bar, there are multiple ways to deal with non-combat encounters as well, and non-stealth encounters, but... Right, we've got a camera there. Alright, yeah, that's the top of the stairs that I was coming up before, but we're having to follow cable. Goes in here. That's why we're here in the first place, is because something that's powered up over here that it's turning off. There we go. There's like a laser grid at the top of the stairs that I have to turn off.
Shut the barrier down.
Okay. Camera's off as well. That's good. There was a guy wandering around up here, wasn't there?
What do you see?
There he is. Oh, there's... Oh, no.
Need a distraction, Nix.
Oh, my stun's almost charged up, actually. 1 second left. There we go. Sorted. Now, Nix, if you stand there. Yeah, that probably wasn't the best place to put him, actually, but anyway, I managed to get past. Right, yeah, and here's the laser grid. So we're breaking it. If you've not been... I know I've been chatting away on top of some of these cutscenes, but if you've not been following, the big job that we're doing is we've broken into their sort of HQ of the guy from the opening cutscene, and we're here to take something from his vault.
Before Kanto police get here.
This is Lero's place. They're not coming.
Yeah, just more Zarek Bash.
Steven Scodius asks, does the game have a skill tree or something like that? You know, oh!
There it is. The vault.
I think that's a moment in the game where you are just giving away by. Although actually, maybe I think the first time I played this, I spotted them immediately and I stunned them, but I was out of stun anyway. Does the game have a skill tree? It has. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember this in some of the promotional material. Is that it's got a tab called Abilities, and you learn skills by dealing with experts. So look at this. Oh, cool. Allows fast talk to affect every nearby enemy. Fast talk. Allows kids to quickly react to nearby alert enemies and delay their reaction. So she can like stick her hands in the air and sort of do a bit of a Han Solo, like kind of chat to them and distract them maybe. I like that. I've not got far enough in the game where I have the ability to unlock abilities. And as I say, as I've said multiple times throughout the stream today, I'm about 3 or 4 hours in, so this is all kind of new to me, but maximum health. So yeah, you learn these things through oh look, unlock conditions. By dealing with experts, which is fun. Again, it's just a nice in-universe way of a very standard game mechanic, you know, but turning it into something a bit more kind of believable. Look at these gonk droids. Can I take one with me? That would be nice.
Yeah.
Friend.
Happy 420 BB Blazed, my dude's Lord 16 Dab. I guess we are breaking it. Here are some law jokes. Did you hear about the dentist who became an outlaw? He robbed his patients at gunpoint. Ha ha ha.
Gunpoint?
What does a cabbage outlaw have? A price on his head. Hi-e.
Excellent.
Why do lawyers love pirates? Because they make the best eyewitnesses. Ho ho ho. What is the difference between in-laws and outlaws? Outlaws are wanted. Ha ooh ooh.
Excellent.
What do you call a priest who becomes a lawyer? A father-in-law. Hi hoo.
We got blaster fire inside the mansion. Hello?
Biff. Biffed him good. It's 420, everyone. It's the sex number, my dudes. Thank you very much for blazing it there, Lobrotovich.
Yeah.
And joking.
BBBBBBBB star BBBBBBBB wars BBBBBBB outlaws BBBBBBB Nix BBBBBBB pirates BBBBBBB check the bodies, that bumhole still twitching.
So we're gonna slice the vault security. And you do it by basically playing Wordle, which is fun, but only with three symbols. You can actually, there's a button, press L2. You can turn them into numbers just to, it's all exactly the same, it's just a visual cue. But it's good because it's quite an easy process because you're limited to all these symbols. Pop them all in first. I think if it's, oh, I've done very well there actually. I think if they're light blue, yeah, it means it's correct. So I've already got the first two, and it fills them in for you. So now all I've got to do is... No, not that one. Not that one. Oh, I've been locked out. Just got an... Oh no, I've got one... Oh no, two left. Okay, so there's enough to... There we go. I think all computer security should be done with a Wordle minigame. In real life, I mean. You know, if you want to hack my inbox... Just guess a 4-letter word.
Get to the vault. We'll clean up out here.
Or it's kind of like Mastermind, just as much as it is Wordle. With the little coloured pegs. Anyone play Mastermind? Anyone play a really old, like, 1980s version of Mastermind at their grandma's house? I did.
Whoa, hi. Yeah, I need to get in.
It's that guy from
Denyon.
Return of the Jedi.
Door, and there's this droid.
You've met the TT-8L. Good. Password is Grandiocha.
Of course it is. Hey, come back.
Got some Mastermind fans in the chat there.
Grandiocha.
The Chosen One.
Hello?
The password is not Grandio-cha. It's McClunky.
I guess this is what real money looks like.
Wow. Cool. Guns. And more guns? Mostly guns. A bit of... What is that? Looks a bit like that Mandalorian Jedi. The one in the middle. The face in the middle of that stone looks a bit like that Mandalorian who made the Darksaber. That's looks like a hammer. Cool. So we're in the vault, and here is, I think, where we need to go for. Or is it here? Hang on. Activate the vault door. Oh, the button's up there.
Let's get it open.
My friend had a copy of Trivial Pursuit on the Commodore 64. The game was limited to true or false question. With one flaw, the answer was always true. Really? Oh dear.
You're not Zarek Besh.
What is this?
What?
Where's my cash?
Use a hand here.
I did everything right. The code was good.
Sarah,
No.
did you find it?
No. The stories about Sliro and Zarek Besh.
It's that spy from
They're all
the
true.
opening cutscene who was on the
Gotta
hologram.
go. You'll get paid once we're safe. You have our word.
Wait! Nobody move. You either pay me now, or just pay me.
We're the Rebel Alliance.
So?
Windows closing.
Join us and fight the Empire for the future of this galaxy.
What's it pay?
We don't have time for this.
Continue. Wait.
Oh. Low blow.
Eyes open, Kay. Here we
Where's
go.
your swag bag with the credit logo hastily scrawled on the front? Yeah.
For luck.
I was a bit nervous when this cutscene started that it was going to turn into a whole Nathan Drake when he was younger learning how to be Nathan Drake gameplay segment, but spoilers, it's just a cutscene and then she wakes up, so.
See? They don't even know we exist.
You're a little young for a thief.
Cultaholic, join us.
Where are you? I messed up. Watch it.
Hey!
Welcome back, kiddo. Now,
There's our friend at the bar.
what was your lesson?
No wonder he sort of
Can't trust someone's always gonna be there.
cares for us, because he's known us since we were little. Fairly impractical police outfits, those, says Trailing Badger. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Okay, I can explain. You must be Sliro.
Your friends abandoned you.
Friends. What friends?
How long have you been part of the Rebel Alliance?
Oh, you're serious?
What do the rebels want with Zarek Besh?
Listen, I don't know
Get him,
any
Nix.
rebels, but I know people. Let me go. I get answers. We solve this together.
You're gonna have to do better than that.
Always there when I need you, Nix.
Run. Oh.
Okay. How do I
Just
get out of here?
beat the crap out of this person for no reason. Defeat enemies with melee fast talk. 0 out of 2. Hexagon subscribed for 67 months. Thank you very much. You're only 2 months away from the sex number of months, which is, the weed number of months. Gosh, that would be wrong. I'm willing to bet she'll get out of here alive. She's the protagonist. You'll never get out of here alive, and then you just die in the escape, and then the credits roll, and that's it. Right. So we have to wander through this fan. I'm a big fan. Oh, hey! That's me doing that. That's not the sliding animation. Twiddling my thumbstick.
That's 2 jobs gone sideways next.
Put all these back to things that I'm being offered by the game, but I don't need them. So I'm not taking any hits. I'm just that good. Oh, there's spider webs in this one. Do they have spiders in Star Wars? Oh, they do, don't they? Because Mandalorian had spiders in it.
Oh, look. It's that old ship. New plan, Nix. We're gonna steal it and fly out of here.
Nice.
Yeah, sounds risky to me too.
Hey, Nix, why don't you go and trigger a detonation over there? No, that person got away. Oh, I missed. Oh well. We're going loud. You can do it stealthily. I managed to kill at least 2 people or 3 people the first time I tried this with that explosion. Oh no. Oh, Nix cried when I died. Remember when I said I was a pro gamer and I don't need any health? Alright, let's try this again.
Time to distract them, Nix.
What's it doing? Beat it! These things freak me out.
Guess it's over then. How much longer do I gotta do this? What was...
Well, I really messed up that time. I didn't even get one of them. Oh!
Get some cover, buddy.
Mother of Moons, he just said, I think. Not a phrase I'm familiar with in Star Wars land. Is that it?
What would I do without you, little guy?
What? Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't really use him very well in that situation, but... Yeah, you can clear this whole area out stealthily if you really want to. Who cares? A lot of explosives lying around for Nix to set off. Oh, more people after me. Never mind, get on the ship. Need one of those thermal detonators. Yeah, you can get those. Get various grenades in the game.
Nope.
Shouldn't know how to fly. Just changing the seat settings. That would make me the most cross if someone stole my ship or car. They messed up my seat settings. Hey, don't do that. Don't move my mirrors. Certainly don't move my wing mirrors. Not faffing around with the tiny little joystick to try and set my wing mirrors up. We've got a ship now.
God. Barriers down. Here we go.
We have a little scripted bonk there, and then
Okay, a little close.
up we go into space.
Almost there.
Seamlessly. Okay, that wasn't seamless. There was a fade and a cutscene, but the game does feature seamless space travel, so I'm told. Does Tiny Pete have a booster seat in the car? No, I just have a tiny car.
No.
Oh.
Look, you piece of scrag.
Scrag? Another word I won't allow.
Tashara. I'll take anywhere.
Punch it, Chewie. Whoop. Pume. I made it to Tashara, but we are hit. Oh, there's otters. A Tasharan otter.
We're okay.
Oof. Big crash. Here we go. It's the intro to Star Wars Outlaws. The game now opens up a little bit for us and then progressively opens up more and more as we go. But we're about to do a bit of open world now. Prologue complete. Yeah. Wait, we have seen your car for the CTR challenge. Indeed, Coffee Goblin. And in fact, I've been seen in that car multiple times since then. Brian Bumpus has used that car on various videos. Ben threw... Yeah, I do mean the car that Ben threw at me. What about that? He did throw a car at me.
Come on.
Everything's overheated. Tell us about your tattoos, Kay. What do they mean? Sick jacket. I sure hope it exactly fits, as though it belonged to you always. There we go. She looks good. I was calling Ben mean for doing it. Oh, Mean Ben. Yeah. Yeah, Mean Ben. Here we are. Oh no.
I'm sorry. I thought you were one of them.
Huh?
Oh no. One of them. They are here.
Lots of new friends today.
Oh yeah, and now we learned the Red Dead Redemption mechanic.
We don't have to do this.
So if I press L3 and R3, I can now mark enemies. And I did actually go to school with mark enemy. There you go. It's nice. The adrenaline.
Good work handling those bandits.
Who are you and what do you want?
Okay, you're mad about the pipe. I didn't think anyone survived the crash, but you did. So now, I'll help you.
I don't need help. I'm getting out of here.
You do.
How? You're an off-worlder, and this ship of yours isn't gonna fly anytime soon. But lucky for you, I'm a mechanic.
How many credits are we talking?
I mean, a few, mostly for parts. But good news, Tashara is a great place for someone with your skills. There's a pike underboss named Gorak. Talk to him.
Don't like the pikes.
You'll give me work. Got it.
That speeder in your ship will get you to Miragana.
Spice miners. Drug lords.
If my ship's gutted when I come back, I'm gonna hunt you down.
Waka. My name's Waka.
I'll hunt you down.
Waka Waka. He's a big fan of Pac-Man, this guy. He really likes it.
Alright, let's take a look.
Pikes are kind of fish people, aren't they?
Wow, nice.
Lucky for you, I'm an NPC here to help you through the game. Yeah. Jump on, Nix. Yeah, or Fozzie Bear. Waka Waka.
Whoa, this thing has some kick.
She said that because I tapped the accelerator.
Okay, we're alive.
Didn't get up to speed.
Fix the ship, get to the core worlds, and land a big score.
So we're now in the open world. I guess if I really wanted to, I could go off-road and sort of explore a little bit, but we are tasked with heading to Miragana. Oh, hey, a jump. Oh, bonk. Big bonk. We are actually being chased by some of those bandits. Oh no. I hit the big axolotl. Oh, I can do Adrenaline Rush on a speeder.
What are we doing?
Anyone else?
Just leave me alone.
Pew pew. Pew pew. Oh, that's cool. Swoosh. Oh god. Didn't expect that, but fine.
The comms are working?
Yeah, hey, these bandits are still after me.
Get to Miragana.
So you can do a kind of a side dodge while you're going forward, which is a handy little maneuver.
Gorak upstairs at McCall's. It's the most popular cantina in the city, so you can't miss it.
Go find Gorak. Okay. On the road.
Look at this place. Must be Miragana.
Very cool. It's all under one big rock. You have to just... Oops, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the rock. You have to hope that the rock doesn't fall on the entire city, I guess.
All right, Waka. What do you get out of this? I don't trust Charity.
Charity? Do you know what this baby is? It's an EML 850. A custom job. Checked the logs and even found a name. The Trailblazer.
The Trailblazer? So
this ship is special. You don't get it. Just give me some new fuel injectors. With those, at least we'll be able to fly.
all right. I'll figure it out.
Okay. We made it. We can leave the speeder there, and it miraculously does not get stolen. Now, the right way to go is upstairs, but I've not been in here before, so I'm coming to have a little nosy round. Get some bits and or bobs. Some bits and roberts. What's that? MG Rescue Service. Dear customer, we've received a distress call and are sending a breakdown recovery service to the coordinates provided. Please note, it's unlikely you'll be able to retrieve your speeder from the well. If you'd like to upgrade to our premium plan, we can provide a replacement vehicle and complimentary driving lessons. Miragana breakdown care. Oh, there's a crashed speeder. Well, that's a quest that I found. Fun. Maybe we can go and salvage it for parts or something. Or recover it for someone. And bring it back for a substantial reward.
Looking for anything in particular?
Oh, it's a shop. Nope, I'm not looking for anything right now. Oh, here's an arcade machine. Let's use
You got
this.
time for a game, right?
Yeah, we got time for a game. What I like most about these... Oh, yeah, you got to shoot the asteroids. What I like most about these games is that they're done in a kind of a wireframe style. They're vector-based graphics. Oh, God, I'm not dealing with those things. They're vector-based graphics, so it reminds me of playing, like, the old X-Wing Trench Run, really old Star Wars arcade games that were actually done with vector graphics. I did play those once at like a nerdy gaming show thing where, you know, they'd got loads of old cabinets all set up and you could play them for free. What was it called? Can't remember. Oh, it was NERG. It was Northeast Retro Gaming. Went there with Jules Gill from What Culture, actually. I think it was when I was still working at What Culture. I can't remember. Oh, I've got Super Shot, whatever that is. Oh, it clears the screen, I think.
Better than last time.
Okay. I didn't place, I don't think, but I only discovered the Super Shot at the end, so, but that's fine.
Later, buddy.
Hello, Peter. Is this the new 1919? I care nothing for Star Wars, but I watched that video. 1313 is what you mean, but, well, I don't know. Is it? I suppose it wasn't a very conclusive video, was it? The whole video was supposed to be about, so, is Outlaws the new 1313? And the conclusion is, well, It's hard to say for sure. But, I mean, that's the truth. It is difficult to say for certain. But, I mean, as I say in the video, there is an awful lot of, you know, shared DNA and stuff. So it seems like they are in some ways linked to each other. I have nothing to declare. Can I just step in?
Let me see some identification.
Oh, yeah, sure.
A Star Wars game set in 1919, right after World War I, during the Spanish flu outbreak. Yeah, sounds good.
All right, move along.
Got some fake ID. Oops, excuse me, sir.
Glad I got that fake identity card.
Yes. Here are my scan docs. Is everything okay?
We'll find out.
Oh. There's always stuff to look at. Oh my god, what's going on here? Police brutality. Ass stab. All stormtroopers are bucketheads. Right. Okay, so we're heading to the cantina, and upstairs we will find the. Oh, can I send Nix in here to do anything? Nah. We will find a crime boss who might have some work for us. Oh my god.
You know the rules. No credits, no sabak. And you already owe the Pikes a fortune.
So you can play sabak in this game, which I really enjoyed. When I played my first game of sabak, I was like, oh, flipping heck, I've got to learn a whole card game now, and it doesn't sound. In the immediate, like, as soon as you're learning the rules, you're like, oh god, this sounds a bit complicated. But I think the first game is kind of rigged in terms of what cards it gives you, so that you almost can't lose, or it seems very obvious to you what the right strategy is. And that's actually quite a good way to just learn how to do it. In fact, here we go. Let's do it. I'll show you how to play Kessel Sabak. I will, yeah,
Let's
sure.
get another round going.
Let's see if I remember. So you have to have a yellow card and a red card in your hand, and you want to have a pair. You want the numbers to be the same on your red and yellow card. The lower the better. But there is also a sort of an imitation card and something else. So at the moment I've got a 2 and a 3, as you can see down there. It says the numbers at the top in Star Wars numbers, but the symbols also on the cards themselves represent the figure. So I want this to be either 2 2s or 2 3s, but the lower the better. So I say, all right, I'll draw a card.
New card.
I'll throw a token in, and I'll draw a red card because I don't want to keep this 3. I'm hoping for a 2. And I think the game just gives you a 2. It does, yeah. So I can pick between the 2 I've just picked up or the 3. I say, no, hang on. I'm choosing what to discard. Get rid of the 3. Confirm. I've now got 2 2s. That's Sabak. That's what it is. So now everyone else plays. Watch them playing, they're betting and stuff. You can speed it up, I think, with R2 or something. Sabak is in one of the Knights of the Old Republic games. I wonder if it's the same. And then you've immediately followed up, Boring Loner, and said, it's not the same. So I'm not going to pay to draw new cards now. I'm just going to stand and end my turn.
Yes.
And if I hold L2, I can turn fast mode on, and people will very quickly do what they're supposed to be doing. Which is why they maybe look quite quickly animated, but yeah, I'll stand again. So as I say, I think this first game is maybe kind of set up so that, you know, you get your 2, because I think I got a 2 and a 3 last time I did the first game as well. So but that's a good way to help teach you the rules of a game. So I got a 2 and a 2. Someone got a 2 and a 1, but it's not a pair. So because I'm the only one with a pair, I'm the round winner. And if there were more than... If two of us had a pair, it's the one with the lower value pair is the winner. So that's the very basic rules. But there are some special kinds of cards which we're going to learn about now. Little droid is dealing. The guy on the right is out. So we've got a 6 and a 1. So obviously we want to get rid of our 6 and we're going to hope for a 1. Shift tokens. They're effect cards that can only be played before draw or stand action. So I can avoid the fee to draw a card. I can retrieve 2 chips, and the chips are what you use to do certain moves in this. Or I can tax everyone 1 chip. I think for now I'll just avoid the fee to draw. I may as well, because I'm going to draw.
Shift.
And I'm going to draw a yellow card.
All right.
I'm going to hope for a 1. And what it is, in fact, is there's 2 kinds of special card as well. And as you can see, all these mechanics are being slowly introduced to us bit by bit. And this, instead of a numbered card, is an imposter card. And what that's going to do is take the value of a dice throw when we're settling up at the end. So I'm going to keep that. No. I want to discard that. And I'm going to hope that one of the 2 dice that I roll at the end rolls a 1. You roll 2 dice and you pick one of the numbers that you want your imposter card to represent. And as I say, because I think the game basically just lets you win the first time round by giving you all the right numbers and things, just so that you learn the rules, I think we were going to end up rolling a dice and 1 being one of the numbers on there. And if it's not, I'm jiggered. Oh, so he's got a 1 and a 1. Oh, so maybe it's not a fix. Let's see what happens if she rolls. Dice selection. Choose one of the values obtained. Okay. Yeah, there is a 1. That.
Ooh, sabak.
So we've both got a 1-1 sabak. Oh, maybe it's just sort of shared. I think we both just win some of the pot. It's fine. That person's out. I've now just got this 1 person I'm up against. And we're now going to learn a very useful tactic as well. You can use nicks to peek at the enemy's cards. The enemy, your competitor's cards. So if I hold up D-pad to send nicks, I can see that this chap has already been dealt. If I win. He's been dealt a sabak. He's got 3-3 already, so he's probably going to stand on that. So, you know, I've got a 3 and a 2. Going to get rid of my 3.
Let's see.
And, you know, it might not be what I want. Oh, it's a Psylop card, which matches the value of the other card in the hand. So, if I get rid of that, I now basically have a 2 and a 2. And so I know I've got 2-2. He's got 3-3. He's just standing because he thinks, hey, I've got a pretty good sabak there. I'm not going to pay to draw any cards. He doesn't know what I've got. It's a game of bluff. And if I just choose to stand, if you're both standing back to back, the game just ends. So you don't have to keep going around and standing and standing and standing. So Psylop sabak. It's my lucky day. I win because the game was rigged from the start. I imagine that all future games of sabak are, you know, very much it's possible to lose. I mean, I could have lost in that if I'd made all the wrong decisions and given away my 2s or whatever. But there you go. That's how it introduces you to the game, which is a nice little way of doing it. Oh, and I've got some aged spotchka, which is Star Wars booze. It's no jewelry juice, but sure. Right, so let's crack on, shall we, with our mission, because we've only got a few minutes left of the stream. But we'll head to the cantina, and I'll show you the... it's nothing special, but it's just the moment where I kind of thought, well, you really can just do different... Really can just do different tactics in this game, which is a nice thing. So this man will stop us on the way in.
You want to meet Gorak?
Yeah, I do.
Pike Underboss?
Yeah.
I got a VIP invite.
Yeah, Cheetah Austin strikes again, sending Nix to look at cards.
You interested?
So we can buy this guy's VIP pass, and we could if we want to, but I'm going to walk away.
Nah, I'm good.
Suit yourself. I'll be here when you change your mind.
General tariff. Whoa, Nix, going crazy. Is that another... See, it's Trandoshan Bouncer. I told you there's racial profiling in this game. Not all Trandoshans are big, beefy bad boys. But, I mean, hey, if I ran a club in Star Wars world, I'd definitely want someone who was big and tough. And if a big and tough Trandoshan came looking for a job, sure. Oh, what's this? The jukebox. Hey, play Jedi Rocks. I can't read any of this. So I can talk to the bartender.
Hey, I need to talk to Gorak.
You don't look like a Pike, and you're not getting up there without an invitation.
Oh, Cooly Wooly with a little spoiler. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm not saying, excuse me. But if you buy that guy's pass, the barkeeper tells you it's fake and you need to sneak in anyway. All right, okay. I didn't know that. So it's not it's not an alternative way to get in. But, you know, I certainly got that impression because I didn't buy it. And I instead snuck... there's a vent somewhere, although this person's maybe there are still multiple ways in. This person's fixing the lift.
Panel acting up?
Faulty wiring. It's affecting the turbo lift somehow too.
Oh yeah? I can take a look.
Yeah, Gamorreans, they're always guards as well, aren't they?
Stuff like this at the cantina back home.
Don't know you, so no.
Alright. I can bribe or find another way in. Okay, so maybe that is an option, but...
Well, now you do. So maybe next time?
Next time will be no.
Alright. Then we've got this Trandoshan Bouncer. Hello.
Hey, what's back there?
Big shots only.
Listen, buddy. I'm from Kanto, and I'm like the biggest shot there.
Get lost.
Alright. Can I pull a gun on him? No, I can't. But yeah, I happen to know that there is a vent somewhere that I can creep into. Might be, Through here? Oh, right, yeah, that's the actual turbo lift. That's okay. Yeah, maybe? Yeah, so that vent there will lead you to the turbo lift. So, you know, there are certainly some ways you can do this thing. You have to break the lock. No. Okay.
There we go.
Talking in past tense, are you doing an old Peter Jewell playthrough? Sort of, yes and no. I played this once so that I could talk about it on Review Corner. I did a few hours of it. So yeah, I played a few hours of it so that I could talk about it on the last podcast. But then, you know, starting it on stream today, I wanted to go from the beginning so that people understand what's going on rather than just commence mid-game. And whether we continue to play this further next time...
Go see Gorak.
There we go, we're in the lift now. I'm not sure. We could maybe do a poll in a few minutes' time as to whether people want to see more of this. I'll say now, for sure, I'm not going to play this game all the way through. You know, not even just main quest and avoid all the side quests. Like, I'm not going to sit and stream this to completion because it's too big of a game for me to stream all the way through. I don't like playing the same game for more than maybe 5 weeks at a time on stream, I mean. So you know, full disclosure, we won't get a full playthrough of this. But if people do want to see a bit more of it next week or the week after or whatever for a couple of more weeks, then we can do that. We'll do a poll in a moment. But I certainly wanted to give you a quick look at it now on today's stream. So next week, Tomba. No, I'm done with streaming Tomba for now, I think. Well, I say for now. I don't think I'm going to stream any more Tomba 1. I have streamed it in full in the original PS1 version, and those VODs are available on the channel. So I just had a bit... The Haunted Mansion just took it out of me, and I don't really... Even though I've finished the Haunted Mansion now, I just don't really want to go back to Tomba right now.
Drag him out. And tell the governor the payments will not increase.
Fish people. Is it racist to say that against pikes? To say they look a bit like fish and then call them fish people? Probably is. That's actually really offensive.
You never make new friends?
I have enough friends.
Yeah, but you don't have to pay me to hang out with you.
She's funny.
Walker sent me. He said, you might have some work?
What a disappointment.
Hey, wait. What's your problem?
Smart enough to get into my suite? Careless enough to use Walker's name. You're new to this world. Come back when you're not.
Gee, thanks, Walker. You really showed us up there.
What a waste of time.
Hey! Nick's got a ring.
Good boy.
Gorak's ring.
Stealing from a pike underboss. First day? Easy. Name's Donka. I'm a broker for every job on this moon.
Not many syndicates where I'm from.
Nix is the brains of the operation. Yeah, he's like Gromit.
Uragana is special, kid. Empire keeps this cantina new.
Nick's really carrying you, yeah.
These walls, it's war. You want to survive?
This game is basically you just play as Nix and
Look there.
Kay's along for the ride.
Say, thanks to Gorak. Cutthroat, political. They pay up to play favorites with the Empire. Then, Crimson Dawn. Hungry for Gorak's kingdom. Crafty, sneaky.
We like Crimson Dawn. They're the ones from Solo, Star Wars story.
With them, what you see is what you get.
I really like the Pikes, though. I can't wait to meet Jabba the Hutt. I'm even more excited to meet Bid Fortuna. Would you like to bid for tuna? Head to fisheBay.com and bid for tuna.
Gorak's private base. Some information you'd hate to get out.
And who's hiring me to steal from the top syndicate in town?
Sorry, kid. In or out. That's all you get.
Will Salacious Crumb be there? Yes. I've seen Salacious Crumb in the trailer. He is there.
Desperate.
Saying eh as he does. I was hanging out with Jabba today, says Chip Thompson's Thumbs. I love Jabba the Hutt. I mean, he's obviously a grotesque, horrible worm of a man, and I don't necessarily mean his species. I mean, he's a horrible underboss who is surrounded by scantily clad slave girls. But he's honestly, he's up there with one of my favorite characters in fiction. Or it's not really Jabba. It's his whole. It's Jabba's palace. I love that horrible, smoky, dingy room where there's this like slug man who everyone is sort of respecting or, you know, scared of, basically, and saying all the right things to. And then there's another slug-ish man standing next to him, sort of whispering in his ear. And then a little gremlin sitting on his tail, laughing. And there's people shooting each other constantly. There's a monster in the floor. There's weird music playing. I think it's great. Jabba's Palace. Any game, Star Wars game that lets me go to Jabba's Palace, I always get really excited. I had a Jabba's Palace Lego set as a kid as well, which was great. Yeah, Max Rebo was the GOAT. We all know TP's favourite Star Wars character is Jar Jar. In fact, I'm not drinking out of my Jar Jar glass today. This is a plain one. I should have got the old Jar Jar Drinks glass. Welcome to the Underworld. You can have reputations with various syndicates. You get rewards and opportunities, and different things change. I think it's essentially impossible to be on good terms with all of the syndicates because they're all at each other's throats. So you help one, and another one gets peed off. I'm going to be, in my playthrough, working very hard to get on excellent terms with Jabba the Hutt, so I can go and hang out in his cool, slightly smelly palace and just be friends with all those people. I assume this game probably features certain cameos from maybe bounty hunters of Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Don't know if Boba Fett is in it. Possibly, he could be. Don't know if people like Dengar and IG-88 feature, maybe. Really excited to get stuck into the Tatooine part of the criminal world because, it's a running joke, and I brought it up, actually. There he is. There's the boy. It's a running joke that I even brought up in my video about Star Wars 1313 that went out at the end of last week, that we're constantly going back to Tatooine on on Disney Star Wars shows. But I also really like Tatooine. I really like Mos Eisley and the scum and villainy of the whole thing. So I'm actually really glad that this game has Tatooine and Jabba's palace in it. I want to go and fight some Tusken Raiders and meet some Jawas and maybe find Obi-Wan's hut, which I guess is probably a location you can go to in the game. I know that Luke's the Lars farmstead is available, and Toshi Station and places like that. So I assume Obi-Wan Kenobi's or Ben Kenobi's hut is there's a hut on screen right now. I assume that's a location we can go to, and looking forward to exploring all that. So I'm going to be trying to really get in with the huts in this game and really get the most out of Tatooine while I can. But hey, that's probably quite a good place to stop. We've reached really now the first moment in the game where you are properly allowed to go out and do what you like. We've been told we can infiltrate Gorak's base. That's the next main quest, but you can absolutely now head back to your speeder, chat to people in town, start side quests, go exploring, do whatever you like in the open world. We can't yet get to any other planets, but the game opens up here. So it's a good place to stop. Stick a poll in the chat, would you, my darling mods? Unless it's being weird like it did last time when I asked whether we could do a poll, and you'd already done one and I couldn't see it. But the Lars farmstead is available. It's pretty heartless, Peter. Yeah, I meant available to visit, but it is also available to purchase or just squat in, isn't it? Because there's just some crispy skeletons at the doorstep that you have to deal with. Once you get those out of the way, it's great, and maybe sort of scrub the smell of burnt flesh out of the place. Poll in the chat, I see it there. Is anyone game for more Outlaws? If you vote no, obviously we'll just play something else. I've not yet decided what that will be. But if you would like to see more Outlaws, vote yes. If you would like to see anything else, vote no. Crispy bodies by the door. That's it. That is exactly what I was thinking of. Gonna get some power converters from Toshi Station, says Tetsueo. As I say, I know it is a location you can visit, Toshi Station, and almost certainly you can probably pick up some scrap power converters there. I hope so. Might even be a trophy. It should be. More scoundreling, please, says Chip Thompson's Thumbs. Stephen Scodes would love to see more. We've had 16 votes so far on the poll, and all 16 people would like more Outlaws, which is wonderful. Glad you've clearly enjoyed today's stream and that you want to see some more of this game. How exciting! Well, I think, we've still got half the time left on the poll, but we will probably be playing more Outlaws next week. It's worth me pointing out that next week on Monday, I am probably not going to be at work. I'm probably going to be on a day's annual leave because I am seeing some family over the weekend, and I might take the Monday off just to extend that. Well, I have at the moment taken the Monday off to extend that stay. I could potentially cancel it nearer the time, but it seems to be that I won't be around on Monday. Usually when we do that, we try and do a little swap in the schedule so that I will still be able to stream. So keep an eye on social media and follow us on Twitch if you don't follow us already, so you get email announcements as to who is streaming when. We'll be posting on Twitter/X as to when we're streaming. So potentially someone might jump into my streaming slot next Monday and stream in place of me, and then I will stream in their slot later in the week. So there may well be some Outlaws next week, but it is highly likely to not be on Monday. Someone else might be streaming instead. So look out for that. It could be Ben, Ashton, or James. It could be anyone. Hey, it might even be Billy Ray Walrus, just on his own, playing whatever it is that Walrus is playing. Cool. Well, I hope you've had a good time with the stream today. We could do a little raid, couldn't we? Cultaholic are playing very on brand. They're playing WWE 2K24. So, hey, why don't we do a raid for Cultaholic? You can go and say hello from me and see what they're doing over there. I don't know if they've maybe made some characters like Ben likes to do, or if they're just sort of they've chosen a wrestler and are making their way through career mode. I don't know how it works actually in this one, whether you have to create a wrestler or whether you can just choose. I suppose you don't really pick. I don't know. It's been such a long time since I played a wrestling game, a WWE game, so I'm not sure how it works. But there we go. Get ready to raid, and thank you everyone for being here. I hope you've enjoyed today's stream. I'll go off the poll result and assume that you probably have, and we'll do some more scoundreling, hopefully sometime next week. Keep an eye on social media and your email alerts if you follow us on Twitch. Lovely. Well, say hello to Cultaholic from me, won't you? And enjoy the rest of your Mondays. I will see you live on Thursday for the joint stream. All right then. Bye everybody.